All right, we are live a little earlier than usual because we're heading to Disney. So we're going to talk about this next gen Zelda. Let's go.
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.
What is going on, everybody? How are y'all doing? We are live. Y'all are up early in the morning. Good morning. I need to do some more early morning streams for you guys. What's up? We happy Keto, Bowsette, Daniel. What's up, everybody coming into the chat a little earlier than I usually stream. Why? Because we're heading to Disney. I'm going to be heading to Disney right after the stream. But I wanted to talk about this article. Before we get started, give the stream a huge like. If you're not subscribed, we're doing a Switch 2 giveaway for subscribers. It's going to be lit. I actually went to bed before 12 a.m. for once. I always say I'm late. So I feel you about that. All right. Also, if you want to join a dope gaming community, join our private gaming Discord on how to become a member / sponsor. It's in the description. We're going to be playing some Mario Party Jamboree Christmas week. It's going to be lit. Let's get to the news. Now, with the coming of a new Nintendo console, one game that we can almost always guarantee will be there is a new Zelda. I like what Nintendo did this generation with Zelda. They had a huge third part, they had a huge 3D Zelda and a huge top-down traditional Zelda. Let's put up some echoes of wisdom of gameplay. And we had not one but two. This was the best generation for Zelda when you think about it. We had two big AAA 3D Zelda games. What's up, Lake Show? And we had two big AAA top-down 2D Zelda games with the Link Awakening remake. And I need to get that ability where she lies down and replenishes her hearts. There's a costume that does that. But back to, all right. And we had two top-down AAA Zelda games. Think about it. Best generation for Zelda. The only other generation that would come close, well, we did have on the Wii, Twilight Princess at the beginning, and then Skyward Sword at the end. But even those two, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were just better. And I do remember on the Nintendo 64, we had Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. But to have four really good Zelda games, crazy stuff. So this article, it says what Zelda on Switch 2 must do to repeat Breath of the Wild's success. We can almost guarantee that we're going to be getting a new Zelda game when the Switch 2 launches. And if you notice in recent history, Nintendo has always somehow incorporated the new technology into the Zelda game. How did they incorporate Breath of the Wild using the Joy-Cons? Really, there wasn't really anything that stood out to me with the Joy-Con usage, other than you could play it on the go. But let's talk about this, and I'm gonna share my thoughts on a next-gen Zelda game on the Switch. It says Zelda Breath of the Wild was the perfect launch title, but how do Nintendo follow up on it and Tears of the Kingdom for the Switch 2? I really don't think we're going to get a Zelda game at launch. I think Mario will be the big 3D game at launch, and we're going to get Zelda Just get the bed echo. Yeah, I know you. I have the bed echo. I'm like halfway through the game, but you could get hearts if you just sleep with a regular outfit. I thought you needed a special outfit to replenish your hearts. If not, I can just replenish my hearts at any time. There's no point in having smoothies or nothing like that. But I don't think we're going to get a Zelda at launch. I think we're going to get a Mario at launch just because we just got Tears of the Kingdom. Zelda's probably won't come until year 2 or 3 into the Switch cycle, just based on development cycle. But I do think we're going to get a, like, graphically, I think they might ditch the cell shaded art style, even though Tears of the Kingdom look beautiful, even with the cell shaded art style. Zelda's the only game I give this cell shade a pass. We still might get this same cell shaded art style, but I'm down for more realistic. Go all out for Zelda. If that's Zelda and Metroid, I could go all out graphically. But if whatever artistic twist y'all put on it, the game's gonna still look beautiful. But Zelda Breath of the Wild, I already said that. The release of Zelda Breath of the Wild in 2017 changed the series forever. While some pursuits weren't fond of its radical open world overhaul, Nintendo was more than justified in its decision. I tell you this, Breath of the Wild completely changed open world games on a timer. The better the bed, the more hearts you get back. I didn't know that. To the castle. I did. I got the royal bed, like it's a blue bed. I think it is Zelda's bed. I did. I got Zelda's bed. I got it. Didn't know that, Bowsette. Game changer. All right. Zelda changed the open world landscape. So I can't wait to see what Nintendo does with the new next-gen Zelda to completely change things. All right. Nintendo captured lightning in a bottle twice with the sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. Alright, much like with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, the problem with the last 2 Zelda games is that Nintendo's done too good of a job setting an impossibly high bar for Nintendo Zelda on the Switch 2. That's the problem. Where can they go from here? But Nintendo, they've always, like Ocarina of the Time, game-changing Zelda game. Just an amazing game, and Nintendo's always found out a way to reinvent the series. Alright. What has Nintendo said about the next gen Zelda game? Let's talk about it now. All right, in 2023, series producer and Tears of the Kingdom director Hidomi Fujibayashi, I butchered his last name, confirmed that the inevitable follow-up would still feature an open world. So one thing we don't know for Zelda on the Switch 2, there will be open world. They can't go back now. After y'all did Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, the next Zelda has to also be open world. This doesn't rule out more 2D games such as Echoes of Wisdom. I think Nintendo has something special with, you have one development team focus on the big open world 3D game, and you have another development team working on the 2D Zelda games. I think that's dope. Enuma has expressed confusions over why fans want to go back to the old 3D formula. Nostalgia, something different, Enuma. All right, it's obvious Nintendo will stick with the current formula or something close to it just by looking at the sale figures. That's right. Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild sold in gangbusters. Nintendo sees that, so they're going to continue that on the Switch. What is the best-selling game? For the longest time, the best-selling game was 2006's Twilight Princess, which sold 8.85 million copies. Oh my goodness. The Switch just destroyed these sale numbers. While still a success compared to Breath of the Wild came along and destroyed it with 32.29 million. Bro, that's crazy. The best-selling Zelda game for years was 8.88, and Breath of the Wild sold 4 times that much. So you already know they're gonna continue that. All right, will there be a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom? All right, Enuma seemed adamant about moving to a new Hyrule, and it wouldn't make sense when you remember why he ruled out DLC for Tears of the Kingdom. So then, according to this, the next Zelda game is not going to be a true sequel, which I'm fine with. Do something different, a different plot twist, a different world environment, a new Link. We got to remember that Link is just being reincarnated in these different Zelda games. So Even if they fast forward 200 years from Tears of the Kingdom, that'll still be dope. All right. Because the Zelda always has a convoluted timeline. All right, according to this article, it says, when will the next Zelda be out? No earlier than 2029. 5 years from now. When did Tears of the Kingdom come out? 2 years ago? I think 2029 is stretching it though. But if we want a great game, I can wait. As long as Nintendo has other IPs lined up, I could wait until 2029 for a new Zelda game. All right, dudes and dudettes, just wanted to come on talk about this. According to this article, next Zelda game not coming until 2029. Gonna still be open world. EJ Numa confirmed that. I just can't wait to see what Nintendo does on the Switch 2. Wanted to hop on, talk about it. What are your thoughts on next gen Zelda? What do you guys want for Link on the Switch 2? Gonna be heading out. We're heading to Disney. Sound off in the comment section below. I want to know. But before you go, bro, hold on, my daughter is sitting in my lap. Click that subscribe button. Stay up to date. All things Nintendo. We out. Peace.
Obi-Wan plays.
That's right. What's up? All right.
Obi-Wan plays.